This is a story all about how your ancestors lived and you all found out. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and tell you how we became the Neolithic people of the New Stone Age. In Eastern Africa, born and raised, villages is where we spent most of our days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing with our tools and shooting some animals, laughing at them fools. When a couple of tigers who were up to no good started making trouble in our villages. We found farmers and herders, man, life was great. Come with us to learn about humanity's fate. My teacher said something about the Neolithic age in class today.
Can you teach us about it?
Well, it all started 1.75 million years ago.
Ooh, my crops are done growing.
When Neolithic people started their day, they immediately got to work. They were well known for being farmers and herders, so harvesting crops was a big part of their daily lives.
Although the Neolithic people were great farmers, plants wouldn't be enough for them to survive, so that means they had to hunt. When an animal was killed, the next thing they had to do was start a fire so they could cook it. They used things such as flint and steel to get a flame going. Once the fire was lit, the Neolithic people could cook their fresh kill and eat it.
Come here, animals. Come here. You want me to.
Along with producing their own food, the Neolithic people also began to herd animals, which started the Neolithic Revolution.
Because food supplies became more plentiful, life expectancy shot up by 10 years. Because of this, people decided to live in villages instead of bands. The villages had lots of space.
Also, they were finally able to build permanent shelters in areas with good soil and water supply.
Now that getting food on a daily basis was less of an issue, people could focus on other things like weaving, working with metal, and pottery. Art was one of the things the Neolithic people cherished the most.
The three main colors people used were black, red, and yellow. The Neolithic people prayed to gods daily, but they praised the nature goddess overall. Religion was another very important thing during this time. The Neolithic people looked up to the gods and worshipped them as well. They believed they had power over everyone else. They held ceremonies and rituals to honor the gods.
Village government was another development of Neolithic times. As issues arose due to land ownership, people had started losing what they loved and needed most. So Neolithic villages chose a single chief to handle the problems. Also, the chief and a handful of others helped direct village activities.
At the end of the day, the Neolithic people went to sleep after a hard day of work, and they got ready for what the next day had in store. And that is how the Neolithic people survived on a daily basis.
Wow, that's so cool!
Thanks for teaching us.
Wow!
16, so we don't
We have to
need-
get this done, Aiden.
Wow,
that's
thanks.
so cool.
In our first grade, Mr. Cowan. You remember that? That was the greatest play ever.
Okay, guys,
keep that as a
it's
blooper?
rolling. This is gonna be a blooper.
Wait. I forgot about that. Oh my god, I forgot that was
Sadie,
a thing.
you ready?
Did you start it?
Yes, it's rolling.
Just stop and start another one, because Sadie's having a mental breakdown.
Oh my God.